আমি একটু বাংলা বলতে পারি।
It's a complicated language. I had 30 tanks in my house without my name, nothing.
What was the rank you achieved at?
There's a big story then. Okay.
Tell us.
And the story was...
Dr. Rahul, কেমন
hello.
আছেন?
Hello. Okay. ভালোই আছি।
সব ঠিকঠাক তো?
হ্যাঁ, চলছে।
আমি একটু বাংলা বলতে পারি।
It's a complicated language.
Yeah, so I enjoyed it because I've been to Kolkata when I was a child, and my neighbors were Bengali speaking, so my friends and all were Bengalis.
Okay.
So I do know a little bit of Bengali sprinkling here and there. So thank you so much for taking out your time, and welcome to the Weekend Aquarist. Just for the viewers, my name is Amar Salvi, and today I am with Dr. Rahul Mukherjee, who's the second rank holder in TGIIC 2024. And we are going to ask him for his thoughts and his experience participating in this. And he's been participating in professional level aquascaping for some time now, and he's got a lot of things to share for newcomers, for experienced aquascapers as well. So Dr. Rahul Mukherjee, welcome to the Weekend Aquarist podcast.
Thank you so much, Amarji.
Okay, please tell us a little bit about yourself. आपके बारे में थोड़ा बोलिए.
I was just a normal guy born into this beautiful country, India. Okay. By the term normal, I want to say I was born. I grew up. I learned to talk. Okay. And just like every one of you, I went to school. Okay. By the fag end of my school career, I began to look into people's aquariums. My grandfather was the first one to bring in an aquarium in home. And my including my father, who didn't used to let me touch the aquarium ever. So I was a mere spectator, but I had in my dream that once I will grow more up, maybe financially independent, I will have an aquarium of my own. Somehow during my college days, I got my first aquarium by saving my pocket money. Okay. And it was a moment to remember. That was not a planted aquarium or an aquascape. Okay, that was a simple, some with colorful fishes. Maybe some people will say it's artificial and all, but that somehow started something for years to come.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's how it all started. Maybe in 2009, 2010, and 2012 in Kolkata there was a massive uprising in the planted aquarium hobby. And those were the days actually when I gone through the forums like Indian Aquarium Hobbyist. And there was a local forum, Kolkata Aquarium Club, which got me introduced into the total scenery. Okay. And thankfully, the term aquascaping was very vague in those days. Okay. And the thing was that I didn't learn much about it until 6 years later, which I am coming next. Okay, 2012 was all about starting the tank somehow. You need to start the tank somehow. I was a student, and getting things was not so easy. Okay, not so brands available. Still, there was a pocket crunch and everything, just like many others. Okay, don't not panic. Okay, and just give it some time. You all can start. If I have come up from there, you all can. Okay.
Right.
So 2012, I started with all that DIY stand and everything, which I don't want to remember because now I have everything. I don't want to go, but it started somehow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I started probably that was a changing phase of my hobby. career. Okay, it's not that started the aquarium hobby out of passion, like seeing some YouTube videos or like that. But I went to one of my friend's house. Okay, I met a man called Devraj Ghosh, which you all know. Nowadays, I went to his house once. It was probably in 2013, and I saw something even more astonishing. That was probably one of the turning points in my hobby. Okay, that was the moment I realized there's a difference between planted tanks and aquascaping. Okay, planted tanks, okay, it looks beautiful. Plants are purling, it's growing everywhere. Okay, but when it comes with an aim, it comes with a structure, it comes with a plan. Okay, something visionary, like a visionary. Okay, that I should call aquascaping. But unfortunately, I didn't jump into aquascaping then. It took 5 more years to realize that aquascaping is the way forward.
Okay.
Okay. And by the next 6 years, I went into shrimp keeping. I bred Caridina shrimps and everything, did some random. I had 30 tanks in my house without an aim, nothing. Okay. And people used to mock me, you are not doing anything serious. Okay, be serious about it. But I regard myself fortunate because by getting into Caridina shrimp keeping, uh, made me a very confident in tank water chemistry and everything. I in this years of my hobby, except for the shrimp keeping, I didn't use any test kits because for me the plant growth acts as the best indicators what's going on and what's not going on. It made me a little bit confident about what to do next. Uh, and it maybe it gave me a lot of lessons. Okay,
Hmm.
so it was 2018. For the first time, I realized enough of planted tanks because I have done probably 30-35 tanks with I have grown all different kinds of plants. Okay, now I decided then in 2018 I decided to jump into the world of aquascaping once and for all. Okay,
Wow.
decided to probably it was in that year. Then I came to know that there was a contest called IPLC and PGIC going on. I studied the contest. Okay, I gave my first shot that year only. Probably it was a good start. Okay, and
What was the rank you achieved then?
there's a big story then. Okay,
Tell us.
and, and the story was uh, I got some 229 in IPLC that year. Okay, it pumped me up a lot. Okay, first year I don't know nothing about aquascaping. I got 229 out of
Yeah.
nowhere. Then and I was so foolish that I didn't read all the contest rules. Okay, I just opened the window, submitted my tank data, whatever plans. Okay, it was totally an unprofessional move from me then. Okay, this I am telling because I tell the viewers because not to do that. Okay, viewers discretion is advised. Okay, and I submitted the same tank to probably one of the another big contest around, that is the Easter International Aquascaping Contest. Okay, and then after in Easter, I got a top 50 rank out of nowhere. Okay, I didn't even expect. So after 1 month, I got a mail from the IPLC people.
Which-
Okay, and it was said that due to simultaneous participation, you are deemed disqualified.
Yes.
Huh.
Yes.
But anyway, since that was the beginning of my journey, okay, I realized that I will be participating for years to come.
Right.
So I do 229 in IPLC. Okay, it's a good shot. You can do it.
A good start. It's a
Huh.
good start.
I told myself that yes, you can do it, provided you go on participating year after year. Okay, this is not the end. Okay, that was a start. So I didn't care much. Huh. And so that's how it all started in 2018. It's 2024 now. Things have come a
Right.
long way, and
Right.
I still I think thankful for what aquascaping has given it to me.
Right.
Okay.
So tell us a little bit more about that. So after 2018, which was the major competition, and how did you fare? Coming up.
I participated in IPLC and the TGA and that IIC for the first time I got top 50 ranked. Okay, and it was just 49. That means I
Mm.
passed the screening among the winners. In this aquascaping contest, there are three categories of ranking. Okay, based on the merit. The
Yeah.
first one in the row are those ones who are actually getting those medals and the prizes. Okay, it's generally the top 10 in some, in the top 5 in some. In IPLC, it's the top 27.
Yeah.
Then comes the list of winning works. Okay, the works which are selected in the which have passed the screening. The IPLC is the top 5, it's 100, and other contests is top 50. Okay, generally. Which are actually the screening works are actually put into judging. Getting past the screening is the best feeling you can ever have because the judges are also human beings. Okay, and they get a whole lot of entries. But if they try to judge the entire lot, they do not have much time. Okay, the contest organizers have to go through that long list of screening procedures. Okay, they also work. Okay, they have their own business, they have their own work,
Yeah.
but the contest participant comes at free of cost. Okay, so we must respect their hard work also.
Right.
Right. And getting past the screening is sometimes a very lucky job. Okay. And not everyone make up. Maybe now the thing contest is a very controversial topic to some. But I tell you that my aim into going into contest was something different. Okay. Not to win, but to make my level go up because there has to be some driving force. You are doing
Right.
aquascape, no doubt. It is good. It is for your pleasure, okay. But to keep up with the latest trends and to keep yourself flourishing, to keep yourself at par with the rest of the world, okay, contests give you the platform to do that. My aim was like that. Okay, to participate in contests. Now, when you try to compete, it's a natural phenomena that you try to do like that. Not just some people try to copy. I'm not in favor of that copying because it's just like creativity coming into a dead end. Okay, but free yourself up. Try to do something different. Okay, try to get out of the comfort zone. Okay, that's my that was my motto while participating in the contest. Knowing that it was like sometimes it was just like a lottery or something, maybe okay, but still I gave it a shot. Okay, let's see what happens. Sometimes it will go right, sometimes it will go wrong. Okay, now what could possibly go wrong? Try again maybe next year. That was
Right. Right.
yeah, that was the biggest thing that would go wrong. Okay, now the biggest constraints in this contest aquascaping is that in India, not the socio-economic I will tell, but your personal homework and family commitments and everything. Okay, uh, in that way you need to adjust. Okay,
Uh-huh.
you need to adjust and thankfully in spite of this busy life schedule, okay, I didn't used to come home for 2 days or like that, but still you have to make up how you will do because it's like labor intensive thing.
It is.
Okay, it is a labor intensive thing. You cannot just automate everything and leave it up to science and everything, maybe God. Okay, if you do not touch your tank maybe frequent for at least twice or thrice a week, things will nature will take over that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
nature? It may or not be a plant growth. Okay, in most cases it's algae.
It's algae.
Yeah, nature is algae.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not that everything when plants are growing, algae will also grow. You have to be sure that whatever you are doing, you are not letting that algae take over in your tank. Okay.
That's right. That's right.
Everybody has algae, but it needs to be kept at the bare minimum. Okay.
Right.
So, in spite of that busy life schedule, I decided to somehow get into it. And contests gave me the platform to improve myself. Okay. That's where every year the thing was that I still regard myself a bit average well regarding performance because whenever every year I saw some every a lot of times better than me or something execution class apart. Okay, that should be the driving force. Okay, to be like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that mentality is required because it will help you to do better next time. Okay.
That's true.
And 2018, I regarded myself, wow, at the bottom of the line, at the bottom of the good chain. Okay. And it was like, it's a huge sea of interesting ideas. Now, which one to apply next year? You have 1,000 ideas to do. Okay. Now, which one to apply? I decided to go with diorama only.
Hmm.
Okay. And 2018 was the year when I really thought, okay, let's give it a big shot next year. Okay. 2019 in IPLC, my rank improved. Still, I missed the winning works yet by a narrow margin. Okay, 135 it was. But that was also a lesson because that was probably a rock work. Okay, a rock work, and I made two tanks that year. I
Yeah.
never made the same mistake like the previous year. Okay, and it was a bit of hard work, but it was worth it. Okay, at the beginning of the aquascaping journey, we were full energetic. Okay, now a lot of people used to submit those tanks, but when you have got a distinction into another contest, that tank is one of the biggest eye catching of if you submit it in another contest. They
Hmm.
will go through the rules. Uh, if it goes wrong, if it fits if it violates the copywriting rules, you will be penalized, no doubt. If you're
True.
average, the eyes of the world won't be there, okay. But if you are one of the distinctive people, the eyes of the world will be at you. You will be
Correct.
penalized at the slightest of mistakes.
Right.
So I never took that risk ever again. So I submitted in two different contests. Okay, IPLC 135. Big improvement. I was pleased with it. And IAC, I still remember it was like 50. Okay, top 50. And there was another contest that year. This China International Aquascaping Contest. Okay, I had no doubt. I had no idea what's used to go on over there, but I still gave it over there. It was the contest announcement. Contest results were announced a bit late. Okay, and it was the top 20. It was 60. Okay, the email came. The email came. I just read through the email. For the first time in my life, I felt really I have done something like this. I could not believe. Okay, they were telling me that this is just the beginning. Okay, the online contest was just something, something a photo contest. Okay, the real contest will be held in China. It will be a live event. I told, I'm going to China. Hey, it can't be. Okay,
Hmm.
previously I visited Thailand and Vietnam just to get some plants into my check-in luggage. Okay, but this time I'm going to a live aquascaping event in China. Okay, I thought that it was a bigger thing was that it was a sponsored trip.
Right. Wow.
Gave me the itinerary the next day. They were trying to telling me to apply for the visa and with the hotel voucher and everything they're giving.
Wow.
I thought, this is too much. I could not believe it. Okay. And really, that incident, China trip, okay, led me to a world, okay, which really taught me a lot. What is the life of aquascapers abroad? How they make their calendars, okay. What kind of hard work they do, and how they perceive the contest and everything. Okay,
Right.
I wasn't
Right.
a businessman, but I therefore realized they were over there, but not all of them are businessmen, only a fraction of it.
Right.
But their commitment towards the hobby is something different. They also have the busy life schedule, some other professions to fulfill, professional work to fulfill. But then I realized that being a doctor, yeah, I can somehow survive. Okay, by doing a good task. But still, I would want to say that the kind of hard work they put is pretty commendable because tanks, they need time.
That's
They
true.
need our commitment towards them.
Yeah.
Okay, they are like pets. Okay, you can't bring a Tibetan Mastiff and leave it to for feed and roam around in the house. It needs care.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
tanks are like that. Okay, if you think that you can go on a vacation for 7 days, okay, and leave it to its fate. And some 1 month later, you will take a good shoot for photo IPLC. You cannot do that. Okay. Thankfully, I have a friend who keeps watch over my tanks when I am on leave. But
Right.
not I usually do not leave it for 7 or 10 days more. Okay, they never used to meet that gave me a lesson because miss the deadline because a lot of hard work. They had everything in mind: what to do this month, what to do that month, what to do next week. They used to keep the calendar ready.
Wow.
Their perception, I learned that okay, was, this is how they work. The tank probably I need to mature for most of my 2 to 3 months schedule and everything. Okay, like that. Okay, but it was tough. Being in India, it's tough. Okay, jobs are quite
Right. Right.
hectic, and maybe, but still, I realized that I need to improve 20-25% maybe.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
so I'm not so I before going to this interview, I was looking what ranks I got that year. That year, I always forgot. Okay, but somehow I got into the idea. Okay, but the most important thing I remember what there was that trip was worth learning. I made new friends. Okay, they were like thinking about whenever they used to see a bridge, maybe they used to think, this is not in the golden ratio. Okay, like that. Oh, the pillar is not in the golden ratio. They
Right.
were like
Right.
crazy. Okay, think about like that. Okay, that's something. Okay, and whatever I learned over there was the stepping stone of whatever is to come later on in my aquascaping life.
Nice. Nice.
Okay,
Nice.
so I went home. Okay, I was excited, but I was thinking how to become so many bit of get a mindset like them. Okay, it's difficult, but I gave it a try. But unfortunately, the lockdown set in. Okay, and I still the biggest challenge during that lockdown was to stay alive in aquascaping.
Right.
Okay, I
Right.
still got a decent involvement in that IPLC that year. Okay, 151, but
Hmm.
still I couldn't break the top 100. But still, I was happy that I survived the lockdown. My hobby survived the lockdown actually. Yeah.
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah, okay. And 2021 came the best year. Best probably it was about to start. Okay, 2021 I got the top 10 in East International Aquascaping Contest. Okay, and I got but the IPLC was a disaster. Okay, I did a nature aquarium. It was like 593 because I was somehow disheartened because that was I gave a lot of effort. But TGI, that was somehow that bad memory was somehow erased by TGIC. I got the champion rank. Okay, that year, but that year was very different because I got into a proper planning mode. Okay, and planning mode, and I decided to implement that kind of life which other aquascapers had. Okay, a bit of plan with a bit of effort. Okay, be a bit professional in execution.
Right.
Okay, and the result somehow paid off. Okay, I got the seventh rank in Brazilian aquascaping contest foreign category.
Wow.
Okay, so I was very happy, and the most important thing was that I got married in my lockdown. Okay, maybe some people told, you are in a very big hurry, your life will go bucks up. But honestly, that was my lucky charm.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Okay, I want to tell you that people blame their people. Okay, do this, do that, and another thing is that my mother fell into chronic kidney failure. Okay, the end stage during that lockdown, and during the people tell that you cannot do aquascaping. A lot of people told me you cannot do aquascaping in simultaneously with this. I made 2 tanks that year with mom in one hand, with family in one hand, and but somehow, by God's grace, it was proved wrong.
Hmm.
Okay, and
Hmm.
that was probably that was the start of probably my best phase in aquascaping.
Right.
Okay, and
Hmm.
that phase in life I will still remember because it gave me a lesson. Okay, whatever you do, do it well.
Yeah. That's good.
Whatever you do, do it well. So I am thankful because that was the toughest phase of my life at one of the most happiest phase. Okay, I somehow balanced everything up, and
Awesome.
2022 was probably my best year. Okay, I got into top 100, top 50 actually IPLC. Okay, 46, and then
Wow.
I still remember. I don't remember every other rank because wherever I gave, it was like single digit or early double digit. And I stood okay, won two international aquascaping contests. I mean, a foreign international aquascaping contest. One is that World Aquascapers Union contest. Okay, which
Okay.
the skylight. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, I saw
probably
that.
okay. And I was told
Yeah.
because that
Why don't you just take a moment and turn the camera a little bit
okay,
so that
okay,
everybody
okay,
sees the skylight? So
okay.
that's the skylight right on your ceiling. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was sponsored by the Skylight company because I won the
Wow.
contest.
Wow.
Okay, I never thought that I would ever be grateful to use that light. Okay, and that's totally app controlled.
Yeah.
Okay,
I just need to clarify. You're not using that as a ceiling light. It's meant to be used.
ah, just where I'm sitting now, there used to be a 4 feet tank.
Wow.
10 days
Okay.
ago, moved it to another room. Okay, a big room in my basement because the weathers of Calcutta has become very harsh. Okay, that room will be AC controlled and it does have a chiller, but I will have more free space to work around. Okay,
Right. Right. Right.
and so that contest, and I also won the Brazilian aquascaping contest, CBAP, okay, international category, and many contests I gave, and AGA, the Aquascaping Gardeners Association. I submitted three aquascapes. Okay, all came in the top 10.
Wow.
Probably that was 2022. Okay, wherever I submitted my tank, I got some winning work. Okay, okay. I don't want to tell which one almost forgot where I won, where I something, but probably that was year. I couldn't believe it now. Okay, wherever I submitted, I got something winning out of it. Okay,
Right. Right.
so that was the moment. Okay, and 2023, won the TGIC for the second time. Okay, in a row, and the IPLC I got a 36. Okay, top 50 again.
Very
So
good.
it was a journey to remember. Okay, at the same time, I want to tell you that there's no best. Okay, and till now I also feel that this trend keeps changing. Aquascaping styles keep changing. Okay, prizes and contests will come and go. The main challenge is to stay in the hobby.
Right.
Okay, being an Indian and with a professional life like a doctor, okay, the biggest challenge is to stay alive in this hobby because climate is getting harsh day by day. The water sources will become not so reliable in the future. Okay,
Hmm.
so the biggest challenge is to stay alive in this hobby.
Right.
And
Right.
nowadays, brands are easily available, materials are probably everywhere.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
and
Right.
I want to tell you that things have become easier to do to the hobby. Okay, students come. Being a student, I also tried the break time. My father passed away in 2016. Okay. Before that, he used to give me some pocket money. Okay, then mother used to give me some pocket money, maybe 50 rupees and like that. But that if you save that money for a month, okay, probably you eat less. Okay, you will become more like an athletic guy. Okay,
Uh,
but that money helped me, okay, to buy the basic necessities to do the hobby.
true. True.
Maybe
True.
do not need to buy a solar RGB or this skylight, okay. You can
Right.
start, okay, you can start
Right.
because high-end equipments I never had bought because I started with very cheap things, okay, and things which if I pronounce now people will laugh at me. Okay, but I still am thankful for the things I started with because it set up a platform with which I can now use better stuffs which I won as prizes.
Right.
Okay, I do not need to blame all those equipments because those are were the bad times. They were with me during the bad times.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
so it was what journey. Okay, And I still remember, okay, those days, because those were the days which built up my best days.
Tell me something about your winning work, Cascade.
Yeah.
This particular aquascape, how did you go about it? How many months did it take for you to build that scape till the time you decided it's now ready to take a photograph? So tell us a little
Okay.
bit about that.
By end of 2022, okay, the scape was already my plan. Okay, in my plan. Okay, all of my scapes probably start with sketches in a drawing book.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and the sketch was probably ready, and I had confusion because four or five were in my plan, which one to execute. And the thing was that I had a lot of I have a room full of hardscape materials, because I do not buy woods because I want to. I have the scape in my mind. I need that wood. These woods and the rocks were collected long ago. Okay, for
Hmm,
probably
hmm,
for the last 7 years.
hmm.
When I was not in the aquascaping, I used to collect these materials,
Right.
and whenever I see a good stuff, I take it.
Correct. Correct. Right.
Okay. And uh, whatever is it, the scape was in my mind. For the first time, I decided that scape has a distinct feature apart from my other scapes. Okay. That was probably a scape where you may see that the vanishing point was more prominent than any of my other works. The cascade, because I want to, the story lies in that tank, because it should come down. Okay, that was a come down like a cascade. Okay, I kept it. It was a simple thing. Yeah, okay, the I tried to build it up. Probably made the hardscape in end December.
Hmm.
While making the hardscape, do not think about anything else. Just put the woods over there. Some people tend to cure the woods for a pretty long time. I do nothing. Okay, I just put the woods then and there. Okay, curing and all that may or may not be required. Okay,
Okay.
and it was I did the hardscape in December. Okay, I planted it in Jan.
Hmm.
Very sparse planting, huh? Nothing much. Okay, Monte Carlo is up front, you at the back, as far as I remember. Okay, and the front mini Pelia, Ricardia, and everything. Okay, it was planted in one day. I kept it in 1 or 2 days. It took the plant. Okay, used to keep a cellophane paper for.
Dry start.
Yeah, no, not the dry start, but for it not to dry up. Okay.
Uh-huh.
By the end of the third day, I put in a lot of water.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And that's how it started. Okay. Now, many people, I differ from others in one thing. Okay. Many people try to cure the woods and everything. My curing takes place after starting the tank.
Okay.
Okay. When you have, I keep pyrogen in my filter. Now I use Marshall Purity because my friend gave me. Okay. And
Which is that I heard Purigen. Which is the other one you mentioned?
Marshall Purity.
Master line
Okay,
purity.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
My friend Mariwan was very generous enough to sponsor that. Okay, and it was in my filter. It stays in my filter. Okay, and other things are managed by the frequent water changes in the first month.
How
If
frequent do you
you
do water changes? Just
in the first month, just like the ADA booklet and every other people who does that is daily. The first
okay.
month, okay,
Okay.
because your hardscape is leaching and all that, it helps. Okay, and unless it stabilizes, the plant growth stabilizes, I do not switch over to twice a week. Okay, and I just what I do is did is I started the tank. Diatoms are a normal feature. Okay, it comes and go. You do not need to panic. Okay, and uh, by the second month, plants are full. There lies your. You should have the. You need a lot of bravery. Okay, many people be scared to trim their tank. The more you
Hmm.
trim, the more stable it gets.
Hmm.
As usual, and that's the moment you should really start to take over. To keep it in shape. The second month.
Hmm.
Okay. My water change schedule is when after the plants grow out, it's just normal twice a week.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Maybe it's tough for many people. But I have made up my mind because thrice a week it's the normal water change schedule. Okay, by water change I don't mean exactly water change. It's like siphoning out the detritus because that is the
Yeah.
biggest cause of algae,
Correct. Correct.
and
Correct.
maybe 20% at one
Hmm.
time, not
Hmm.
more than that.
Hmm.
But you have to do it.
Hmm.
And whatever you do, okay, the many people are told that it's impossible. Thrice a week, you've been in this profession, okay. The thing is that before going to work, I had to get up early in the morning, 5 o'clock, 5:30, and do that and leave.
Hmm.
By this, if you do like this, you don't even have to worry about the weekends.
Correct. Correct.
Okay, maybe you have less sleep, but sleep other times of the day. Okay, that's how I learned to adjust. Okay.
Uh,
The final shaping took place in the month of March, and end of March I took the photo, and that's how it went. It was probably, and I still remember a huge risk I have taken. I introduced four different kinds of fishes, okay, including one native fish, Horadangia brittany.
uh-huh.
Okay, and you can see it in the vanishing point. Now you can stay. If I show give the photo later on, okay, you can see the
Uh,
photo. You can see all the four fishes are in one stream. Okay, the schooling. And when I show it to one of my friend, okay, actually it cannot be. Huh? You have done
uh,
something. No, that was the only moment when it took place. That beautiful event, and my camera shutter was enough to catch it.
right. Right.
Okay. Now, during the photo shoot is the for a contest aquascaper. The photo shoot is the perfect time. I mean the perfect moment. Okay. All the hard work you put in the tank for 3 months, probably some may take a year. Okay, the planning takes place 6 months ago. It all goes down to the last click of the shutter.
Right.
If you do not take a good photo, then all your hard work is just a waste.
Right. Right.
Okay, your hard work is reflected by the. I am not telling that you have a very bad aquascape and the photo will be good. The work has to be good and the photo
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
to be a bit better.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's true.
Your
That's
hard
true.
work, I think, the 99% of the hard work will be invalid if you do not make that 1% perfect.
Correct. Correct.
And
Right. So, do you do the
somehow
photography yourself?
this photography was shot by me all alone. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
2018 and 2019, I never when I was confident of handling an even DSLR. Okay.
Right.
This photo thing I learned to take in 2020, where my Mr. Devraj Ghosh used to take my photo in 2018 and 19. But 2020, with the lockdown set in, Mr. Ghosh was in Myanmar. Okay. Time and times of struggle taught me to take the photo myself.
Wow.
Okay,
Okay.
I decided to get a camera from my friend somehow. Okay, and while taking the camera, I didn't know what to do. I had to take a photography lesson for 15, 20 days. Okay, there was another beautiful thing was that uh, uh, in 2020, I still remember. Okay, there was a cyclone about to strike in Kolkata. Okay,
Uh-huh.
and it was one of the worst cyclones in history, the Amphan. Okay, and I had to take the photo the previous day because nobody knows what would happen because next
Right.
from the day that there were 7 days of continuous power cut.
Right.
So what I did was somehow that moment, okay, I somehow took I saw YouTube videos for the first time regarding photography. I never had any intentions, but just to take the photo, I learned to take the photo from YouTube videos. There was a bit of glitch in focusing, which Mr. Gaurav Singh, who stays in Delhi, okay, taught me over the phone. This is how you focus, not not like anything else.
Uh,
So the for the first time, okay, I took a photo. It was not disappointing. That photo gave me 150 something rank in IFLC, which I
uh,
still remember. And from there, all the photos have been taken by me. Okay,
Super.
and there was some later the you put it into color correction and all, which I later learned over the next 2 3 years how to make it natural. Okay, the
Right.
color corrections were taught to me by Mr. Devraj Ghosh. Okay,
Right.
that is okay, but now I shot the photo myself. This one,
Awesome.
okay.
So I keep hearing Mr. Debraj Ghosh's name, even
Mr.
Niloy
Gaurav,
was.
Mr.
Yeah,
Gaurav Singh is also
yeah,
one
and
of
so
the pioneers. Okay.
so these are the people who have encouraged you into the aquascaping
Yeah.
competitive side and all. Which are some of the international aquascapers that you personally follow? Also, is there anybody that you would really
Uh,
want to kind of call out? Anybody in India apart from these? Also, you
yeah,
may
yeah.
want to kind of talk about.
In India, these two people were enough to get me going. Okay, to give me a kick. Okay. And in CIPS, I met Matthew Israel Manes, who was to become a grand champion 2 years later. Okay. He encouraged me a lot. Okay. He told me some of the brutal truths. Okay. He has a different style, which I, maybe many others, won't even, because he uses slate like anything.
Right.
Okay. No other aquascapers has mastered themselves with the slate.
Hmm.
Okay, so Matthew is one of the guys who has helped me. Okay, whenever I felt when I uncomfortable, okay, or maybe some inner doubt, confusion. Okay, this photo aquascaping thing is like art. Okay, sometimes it's abstract. It lands you up in some confusion. Okay, what is good and what is not.
Right. Right.
Okay, okay. So whenever I ask him, he comes to my help. Okay, this is good. I know you are confused. This is good, better, definitely. Okay, that's how we use it. And Josh Sen, the best
Jocelyn.
teacher in this industry. Okay, and he knows, he sees things what we don't. Even it's one of the best tanks around. Okay, he sees things what we don't. Okay, so he's now into underwater style, and I also in 2024 I also jumped into underwater style, but it's not so successful. But it's a difficult art. Okay, underwater is the way to go because I
Hmm.
got bored with diorama and everything. So but the thing is that Josh is the probably the greatest ambassador the sport has ever seen.
That's
Okay.
true.
And any of his workshops, if you see around the world, are like firebrand performances. Okay. He comes, he sees and he conquers the stage. Okay. So just him, definitely. And this guy in UK, Pavel Kulana, Northern Ireland. Okay. I also get in touch with him. Okay. He there's beautiful tanks. Okay, these are the three people, and I have a good. Uh, I have good sessions with Renier Katibak from Philippines. Okay, he's a great guy, and Nopasha Yamu from Thailand. Okay, the Lily, the Red
Wow.
Alert last year,
Right.
the
Right.
2023. That was probably one of the best tanks I have seen. Okay, I met him in China. Okay, he's also a very nice guy. Helps me a lot. Okay, and these are the guys who really helped me up a lot. Okay,
Awesome.
so
Awesome.
it's a collective thing. Okay, it's not a just thing I learned just by experimenting and everything. Okay, sometimes I get confused. I had to ask, is this thing right or wrong? I get lost over that. Okay,
Right.
and this is art. And whatever you are seeing as beautiful may not be beautiful to others.
That's
That's the
true.
thing.
Yeah, yeah. So, doctor, it's been so nice. I've been just listening to you, and it's good that you shared so many things so far. If you were to kind of advise once again the youngsters who are, number one, getting into planted aquariums, and number
Okay.
two, who are graduating from planted aquariums to competitive aquascaping,
Hmm.
what is the advice you would give each one of these two?
Okay. So I want to tell you that start with a planted aquarium. Do not think what to where to go next.
Hmm.
But do not spend 6 years like me in planted aquariums. Okay. 1 year, 2 years, learn to grow plants. Be handy with everything. Okay. And aquascaping is not just competitive. Okay. Our aquascaping has two purposes. One is competitive. By the after the photo shoot, many of the people's tanks end up with algae because why they don't maintain. Our moment of pleasure starts after photo shoot.
Right. Right.
Then it becomes a planted aquarium. Plants grow out of control. Some become immersed. Okay,
Right.
some the beauty of poly. I never see. I have to check with the glasses. Okay, magnifying
Right.
glasses. Okay,
Right. Right.
but definitely what comes out in the magazines.
Right.
Okay, and the thing is with that, learn to the basics of aquascaping, not by play say, okay, you have to do some dry scape, okay. But my aquascaping journey, my first inspiration in getting into aquascape was getting by the Amano's book, Nature Aquarium Complete Works. I have
Right.
whole range of Amano's book. I still remember in 2019, I went to Bangalore. Okay,
Mm.
I saw that Origin of Creation and that Sardo book. Oh, I was not, but first thing I did was buy those two
Yeah,
books.
I have that over here. The origin of creation,
Yeah,
SDNA.
and the
Yeah.
Sardo of the photography book of Amano.
Right. Right.
The
Right.
first thing I did was buy those two books. I
Right.
mean, I think I have the Nature Aquarium World book 1, 2, 3 of Amano, which have been out of print for a long time.
Wow.
Okay, my best inspirations in aquascaping came from hard copies and not from internet.
Correct.
Now, get making a sketch requires a lot of collective things. Okay, and it's not just about seeing internet pictures and all. You need to think. You need a quiet environment. Okay, and you need a peace of mind to get those inspirations.
Right. Right.
Okay, and from there, my entry into aquascaping depended on a lot of factors like those. Okay, jump into it. Make sure you are prepared. You cannot just buy everything up and then when algae strikes, you are sweating over the algae. No, 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 no.
That's right.
I won't recommend it. Okay, be prepared.
That's
It won't require too much of studying theory. Okay, it should be just like some husbandry thing. Okay, the maintaining your tank is like if you prepare a top-notch tank, it's like good tank husbandry. Okay, it's not like you are applying knowledge and everything, the scientific molecules, everything. I see a lot of discussions around molecules going in, atoms, nitrate, phosphate molecules, and everything. It's not like that. It's like good husbandry. Okay, you need to be punctual with your maintenance.
right.
Okay, the biggest thing is punctuality. You need to have a good sense what is natural and what is unnatural.
Correct.
You in the midst of a beautiful tank, you cannot put cryptocorain SP flamingo or cryptocorain pink panther and
Right.
make it and expect it to get natural. Okay, you need to have an idea what is natural and what is not.
Correct. Correct. Correct.
So that's how you decide. Okay, this is the natural aquascape. I can go. Okay, and make sure the photography. If I can learn like that in a mess, you people can. You don't need an expensive DSLR or a mirrorless camera. I shoot my tanks with one of the basic cameras, okay,
Hmm.
and it's like a Nikon basic camera, okay, and that to a second hand. Mr. Josim also does it with a Canon 7D, okay, as far as I remember, okay,
Okay.
he does a Canon 7D, okay, it is also a second hand camera.
Right. Right. Okay.
Okay, the first winning tank of Matthew Israel of Manes in 2022 IFLC was shot with a Xiaomi phone. Okay, so it's all about getting a good photo.
Correct.
Okay, it all matters. Okay, I'm not telling you to use the mobile phone for everything because
Right.
you will
Right.
miss the depth of a field. But some
Right.
instances, mobile phones beat the shit out of the kind of DSLRs in some instances, exceptional circumstances, which you did.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
it's not about getting your aquascape should tell a story. It's when aquascape is something like that. You are a planted tank hobbyist and you become a bit poetic. Okay,
Nicely
that's
put.
when you gain the transition. Okay,
Yeah.
so get into it. Okay, the rest is up to God.
I'm so thankful, Doctor. Out of your busy schedule, you've taken out the time for this meeting, and this is one of the first few interviews at the Weekend Aquarist, and I'm grateful that you could do this. Thanks for sharing your tips and all. Dhanabad from,
Thank you,
from,
thank you for the
from me.
platform, Amarji.
Yeah, and to the viewers, I hope you enjoyed it as much I enjoyed speaking to Dr. Rahul Mukherjee. Please like, share, and subscribe to the Weekend Aquarist. Share this video further. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you for joining us. Thank you
Thank
today.
you so much, Amarji.